If you thought Eva Shockey is just another pretty face in the hunting world, well, think again. This lady is a force of nature who backs her talk with real field work. She's done it all. Shot a jackrabbit from far, far away, downed an elk in Oregon, called the shots on frosty Saskatchewan hunts, etc., etc. But she's only ever done it with gear she personally trusts. So what kind of weapons does a pro like Eva actually bring into the wild? In this video, we'll talk about the exact hunting rifles, air guns, bows, and shotguns that Eva Shockey has taken into the field. And we're not talking showroom pieces here. From her lightweight Bowtech carbon rose that helped her land a buck under some serious pressure, to her thunderous 300 Win Mag single-shot rifle that went viral with that snowy guns kill dinner post, you'll get the full rundown. You'll hear about the budget-friendly Benjamin Trail NP air rifle that bagged her first jackrabbit, as well as the battle-ready Daniel Defense Ambush 308 that she used on her first Roosevelt elk. Plus, we'll also be taking a look at the iconic Beretta shotgun she still calls so great to shoot. It's not just her photos on social media that we'll share with you. We'll also take a deep dive into the weapons that helped shape her journey as a modern hunter. Stick around and see which of these tools might just earn their place in your own hunting kit. Daniel Defense Ambush 308. Eva Shockey proudly shared that her first Roosevelt elk in western Oregon fell to the Daniel Defense Ambush 308. She later used the same rifle on an 8-point buck in North Carolina, proving that it wasn't just some sort of one-off sponsorship setup. This AR-10 style platform caters to hunters seeking semi-auto versatility with proven reliability. Its Geisley trigger, Cryptek camo finish, and cold hammer forged barrel exemplify Daniel Defense's commitment to durability and accuracy. Eva paired it with a loopholed CDS scope to cover the kind of distances elk country often demands. Independent tests show sub-MOA capability at 100 yards using factory ammo. At about 11 pounds with optics, it manages recoil so you can stay on target. Now, some hunters don't mind the extra weight, finding it stabilizes their shot, but it can be tiring if you're hiking through rough terrain. With an MSRP around $2,199, this rifle sits in the premium bracket, though you'll be getting battle-tested engineering adopted specifically for big game. Eva's success on physically demanding elk hunts and more conventional whitetail hunts underscores its flexibility. She values quick follow-up potential and needs to trust its reliability, a must when trekking through rugged landscapes where gear failure just isn't an option. Benjamin Trail Nitro Piston 222. Eva Shockey tweeted in 2014 about her first jackrabbit taken at 66 yards with a .22 caliber Benjamin Trail NP air rifle. That post wasn't just about bagging a rabbit, it showed she trusted a break-barrel airgun for real hunts, not merely backyard plinking. Her endorsement put the Benjamin Trail NP on the radar for hunters who hadn't previously considered air rifles as viable tools. This model uses nitro piston technology instead of a steel spring, giving it smoother cocking, reduced vibration, and a quieter shot. Cold weather doesn't hamper the piston the way it can stiffen a coil spring, and that quieter profile is helpful when you don't want to disturb neighbors or spook additional game. Many owners confirm it can humanely handle pests like raccoons and rabbits, and Eva's 66-yard shot proved how far you can push it with good aim. It ships with a Centerpoint 3 9x40 scope on a weaver rail and sports a synthetic stock that weighs about 8 pounds. Some note that they find that extra mass reassuring for stability. But the most common complaint revolves around the factory trigger, which people describe as heavy and creepy. Aftermarket fixes, like the GRT3 trigger, are popular. Others point to barrel droop, requiring shims or careful alignment. But still, with proper technique and a bit of tuning, this air rifle repeatedly shows it can deliver tight groups. Its MSRP started around $199 to $229, making it a budget-friendly pick for small game hunters or those wanting a cost-effective training tool. Eva's Jackrabbit success illustrated how even an affordable air rifle can serve experienced hunters well if shot placement is on point. It's not just a beginner's toy, it's a legitimate option for pest control and small game, especially in areas where using a firearm might raise noise concerns. Alright folks, if you've made it this far, you're clearly as obsessed with hunting gear as we are. So why not make it official? Hit that subscribe button and join the crew. Trust me, it's much easier than sighting in a 300 Win Mag, and way less recoil too. Now, without further ado, let's dive into Eva Shockey's ultimate hunting arsenal. Benjamin Golden Eagle. Eva Shockey introduced the Benjamin Golden Eagle air rifle at SHOT Show 2015 and made a point of emphasizing her year-long collaboration with Crosman. She wanted a .177 break barrel that would appeal to real hunters, not just casual plinkers, and she succeeded. Nitro Piston 2 technology powers this rifle, offering less cocking effort and better consistency than a standard spring system. It can reach 1400 FPS, producing around 23 foot-pounds of energy, which is solid for small game and pest control. A Monte Carlo synthetic stock with soft touch inserts features a subtle outdoor pattern that avoids cliched for her coloring. Eva insisted on functional style, something that felt refined without looking too gimmicky. Crosman topped it off with a 4x32 center point scope, a K-style baffle for noise reduction, and a smoother two-stage trigger. A few reviewers still recommend upgrading the scope to tap the rifle's true accuracy potential, and some even prefer an even lighter trigger pull. At around 8 pounds, it isn't featherweight, but that heft can help steady your aim. The Golden Eagle's .177 caliber means flatter trajectories and easier pellet availability, though a 22 or 25 might be a better choice for larger animals. Still, an MSRP of around $269.99 places it well for both newcomers and experienced airgunners wanting a dependable hunting rig. Jim Shockey himself even gave it a nod, which suggests Eva's input made a difference. It's not just her name on the receiver, she shaped the design so it would handle real-world hunting demands. Thompson Center Encore 270. Eva Shockey's affinity for the Thompson Center Encore in 270 Winchester defies the current trend of multi-round rifles. She's posted about using this break-action single shot for big game, emphasizing her preference for deliberate accuracy over volume of fire. She has taken large animals with it too, reinforcing that a single shot can be a serious tool in skilled hands. The Encore's 24-inch stainless barrel and synthetic stock handled demanding conditions, including frigid Saskatchewan hunts where Eva endures long hours in the cold. 270 Winchester has a long-standing reputation for speed, flat trajectories, and lethal energy on deer, elk, and similar animals. Many shooters praise the Encore's reliability and consistent accuracy, although the single-shot design still demands that you make that first shot count. It's not the lightest rifle on the market, but again, this does help a lot with recoil absorption. The single-shot mechanism might feel outdated to some, but it promotes discipline, and the platform also accepts interchangeable barrels, allowing you to switch calibers without buying a whole new gun. The MSRP around $771.88 puts it in the mid-range price slot. Eva's repeated use suggests it's more than a novelty. She likes the no-nonsense design and the challenge of having just one round in the chamber when the moment of truth arrives. Thompson Center Encore Pro Hunter 300 Win Mag. Eva Shockey stirred online buzz in June 2014 with a memorable snowbound photo holding her Thompson Center Encore Pro Hunter in 300 Win Mag, captioned, "Guns don't kill people, guns kill dinner." That line told the world that she took hunting seriously and wasn't afraid to stand by a single-shot rifle for large game. She mentioned taking down massive animals with it, reinforcing her trust in this design. The Pro Hunter's 28-inch fluted stainless barrel, rotating hammer spur, and synthetic recoil-absorbing stock inserts made it well-suited for harsh climates. The .300 Win Mag caliber packs a hefty punch, yet Eva doesn't mind the recoil, noting that discipline and correct form mitigate the kick. A crisp trigger around 2.5 pounds supports pinpoint shooting, though the hammer-fired action has a slightly longer lock time than a bolt gun. This rifle's MSRP hovers around $771, offering a modular system that can switch barrels for different hunts or seasons. Some hunters hesitate at the idea of a single shot for trophy-class animals, but Eva's track record shows how effective it can really be. She takes pride in the mindset that every shot should count. While it won't grant fast follow-up shots, she believes it fosters the right balance of patience and skill, which aligns with her hunting philosophy and her father Jim Shockey's teachings. Bowtech Heartbreaker. Eva Shockey snapped a proud selfie in December of 2012 with her Bowtech Heartbreaker, proclaiming her love for this bow. She proved that it wasn't just a shrink it and pink it model by actually hunting with it, which made a statement about authenticity. Bowtech built the Heartbreaker for archers with shorter draw lengths, but it still packs enough power for big game. Adjustable draw length spans 22.5 to 27 inches, and peak draw weights of 40, 50, or 60 pounds are offered. It can reach up to 305 FPS, aided by a 7-inch brace height that helps correct small errors in form. The bow's 30.25-inch axle-to-axle length strikes a balance between maneuverability and blinds, and a stable feel at full draw. Bowtech includes a RAK package, rest, sight, quiver, stabilizer, so shooters can get right to practice without multiple upgrades. Some owners mention the in-velvet finish peeling after extensive use, or that it feels cramped if you have a longer reach. But still, an MSRP around $600 to $689 is compelling compared to other similarly spec'd bows. Eva's social media posts and hunting records show she genuinely relied on this rig to bring home game. It wasn't just a marketing cameo, she pulled back the Heartbreaker under real field pressure. Bowtech Carbon Rose. Eva Shockey's journey into solo bow hunting reached a pivotal point on a Saskatchewan deer hunt where she spent 9 freezing days on her family's land without her father, Jim Shockey. It was her chance to prove that she could handle every aspect of the hunt alone. She chose the Bowtech Carbon Rose, set at 50 pounds with a fixed 3-blade muzzy, and maintained that if she got just one shot, it had to be perfect. The Carbon Rose weighs a mere 3.2 pounds, which helps reduce fatigue during long sits in cold weather. Its 30-inch axle-to-axle length fits well in tight blinds, and the 6.75-inch brace height adds some forgiveness. Bowtech's binary cam system generates arrow speeds up to about 302 FPS, and the 80% let-off lets a hunter hold at full draw without straining. Draw length adjustments range from 22.5 to 27 inches, catering to smaller framed archers or those who prefer a more compact bow. Now, a few critics note that the bow can feel boxy, and color options might be limited, but the carbon riser stays warm in sub-zero conditions, a detail Eva surely appreciated. Its MSRP near $700 puts it in line with higher-end women's bows, but that investment made sense for Eva, given the high stakes of filming and hunting on her home turf. Her eventual shot sealed the deal, proving that she could excel under intense pressure. Beretta A400 Explore Action. Eva Shockey frequently praises the Beretta A400 Explore Action in blog posts and social media, calling it so great to shoot. She isn't just holding it for a photo op either, she uses it to bring down real game. The gas-powered A400 comes in 12, 20, or 28 gauge. Eva's 20 gauge weighs about 5.6 pounds with a 26-inch barrel, light enough to carry across fields for upland birds, yet powerful enough for ducks or geese. Its blink gas system reliably cycles shells and is straightforward to clean. This is a bonus in damp duck blinds or dusty field conditions. The optional kickoff recoil system adds about £1 and $100 to the cost, but reduces felt recoil significantly. Eva mentions how comfortable it is when firing multiple boxes of shells. At about $1,600 for the base model or $1,700 with the kickoff, it's definitely a premium shotgun. You get a bronze-finished receiver and a polished walnut stock, though some hunters might prefer a weatherproof synthetic version. Aside from the standard choke selection or a preference for synthetic stocks, there's little to gripe about. The A400 Explore Action remains a favorite among serious hunters who want a versatile semi-auto that handles various game and tough weather. Eva's consistent use and genuine excitement confirm it's more than just a pretty piece of gear. For her, it's an all-day companion that helps land dinner on the table, even if she has to wade through muddy fields or soggy marshes to do it. And there you have it, guys. The trusted weapons that Eva Shockey has carried on everything from solo bow hunts to grueling elk chases in the backcountry. Would you happen to own any of the weapons we covered? What's your experience with it? Got any stories to tell? Sound off in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, hit like, share it with your fellow hunters, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell icon for more. Thanks for watching, and as always, this is Threat to Survival. Prepare today, thrive tomorrow. Embrace the threat to survival.